Magic begins. Oh, Montecito, the place where we learn and we grow. Reflections of who we are decorate all the walls, and it feels like home.
So much can happen when we put relationships first, when we put time and energy into building relationships with students, with staff, with parents, and with our community. And that's what we've been involved with this year at Montecito, and it's been a wonderful learning experience. There's such power in relationships, such power in one, and it actually starts with a decision to put relationships first. We've read so much about connectedness, about school connectedness and its power, yet perhaps we could be more purposeful and intentional about living it and modeling it in our schools. And that's what many schools in Burnaby are doing and throughout the province. But I can say here at Montecito, it's been spectacular.
I began noticing that I had repeat visits by some students that were making unwise decisions that were affecting their relationships. They were affecting their academics, and they were affecting their love for school. And I was noticing in my great effort to help them, I really wasn't being successful because they kept coming back. What I did about 3 years ago is attended some workshops by Bev Ogilvy. And Bev first started talking about the village of attachment, how that we really needed to surround children, surround our students with care, with support, and with learning. She focused those discussions around talking about connectedness and how it was about relationships and how we had to connect or have our students be connected to the school in order for them to be healthy, both physically and mentally, and also that would help them to have better academic outcomes. We wanted students to feel like they wanted to come to school, feel safe. We wanted to create that environment. So at our very first professional development, we spent some time, and Bev came and helped facilitate that, in looking at the question, what is the very best Montecito that we could have? And to answer that question, we asked our staff, what is the best community that you have ever belonged to? And what were the characteristics and traits of that? We then listed all of those and came down to 6 that we could all agree on. And those 6 were being appreciated and valued, ensuring everyone is in the loop so that everybody knew what was going on, creating an environment where all opinions mattered, having a positive atmosphere, that we created an environment where there was an air of possibility, where anything was possible, and where expectations were clear. We also wanted this for our parents, and so at the same time I was having discussions with our parents, our PAC executive, and our school planning council. It's important to not only make sure that students are connected and to find their strengths and their passions and their sparks, to find that in our staff. It's also really important to connect our parents to our school so that they really feel that they are part of a team. We talk about them being part of a team, but we wanted to put some action to that.
I've been at Montecito for 4 years now. I've got one son in grade 3 and one in kindergarten, and It's a wonderful school. It's I've noticed over the years, certainly as a parent, the connectedness, the involvement of the parents, it's all directly related. As we've gone year over year, we've seen more and more involvement with parents. There's been more activities. There's been more parent volunteering. The kids have had such a good time with a lot of different activities. It's been really wonderful. One thing in particular is at Montecito here is Deb Taylor has instituted weekly coffee chats, and it's offered parents an opportunity to have an informal discussion every Wednesday morning, and it's a 45-minute period. They can bring up any questions they have, any concerns, talk about previous activities or upcoming events within the school. And as I said, it's really reflected in the amount of parent involvement. We see more and more parents come out for different activities. It's been fantastic. We've had so many volunteers come out for things like Sports Day. I know Faye Hickson has instituted a house system within the school, so all the children are divided into 4 houses, and that's been fantastic. It's carried over from Sports Day to different team events, and they can earn points and wear their house colors and institute house cheers, and it's been really wonderful.
In the 2 years that I've been here, I find that this second year has been a lot more, the school has been a lot more open and being a lot more involved, and having a relationship means that being a lot more involved in the school has given me a chance to kind of see how the school works and how everybody functions. And I think the kids are happier. My kids are definitely happier to see me at school.
M is for Mustang, to mighty and strong. O is open hearts all day long, and it's nice, which we all try to be. T is for teachers who care for me. E, everyone is welcome here. C, to come along and hear us cheer. Yeah, I would like to invite you, T, to tag along and see what we can do. Oh, this is the place to be.
One of the things we did is we brought in celebrations of learning, where we had assemblies once a month, and we would ask staff to take on a different assembly every month. We started with the staff leading, and then we realized quickly that we wanted kids to lead our assemblies. And I really feel we've been successful this year. The last celebration of learning was just so exciting because it was just all kids. You know, there were no staff members up there anymore. It was just children getting up and asking for silence, and then getting the silence, and then starting in on the agenda and welcoming everybody to the assembly. And I was just so proud of our kids because they did it, and they did it all by themselves.
I always look not just at my own class and my own responsibilities, but how I can help the school and the community. I'm always out on the playground just because my first experience with a school was actually my elementary school. I worked there as a basketball coach and a daycare worker. And the principal, I always saw her on the field, and I always saw her out at recess and lunch. And she said, "I'm just keeping my thumb on the pulse." And so I like going and watching my kids outside because I get to see how they interact. I'm not always out there like a hawk watching every little move they make, but I like to see what they're doing and check in, and that's also my opportunity. I can check in with some of the other students who aren't in my class, who I'm still involved kind of in their life or their athletic life, anything like that, and that's the time that I can make myself available for them.
With parents, I just feel that I've gotten to know the parents in a much better way, and that when we do have some issues that might be prickly that they come up, the conversation is open, so that we're not coming in conflict. We're coming to do what's best for our students in the school. What I've been noticing in the school is happier students, especially some of my repeat visiting students. I notice their posture is different, they're smiling, don't have as many hoodies up. They actually look when I say good morning. I see smiles on their faces, and in some cases I see academically that they are doing better. And I think when we start to connect those students that would otherwise seem to be disconnected or on the road to being disconnected, the ripple effect to all of our students is very, very positive. Our students, or the students that I've seen that have become involved outside, you can see the pride they have and the increased knowledge they have. And I think if they can be more connected to their communities, we're going to see better communities for them to walk home in, to play in, all of those kinds of things.
Thank you for watching the video. We hope that it was an enjoyable experience for you. We would like to end today by issuing all of you the Connectedness Challenge,
What can you do
big or small.
to build the school community of your dreams?
Good luck as you build a healthier, happier child, school, and community.
All the best.
Take good care and good luck.
Oh, this is the place to be. Let your sun shine out and let your spirit free. And Montecito Elementary, oh, this is the place.